Okay, today I'll be talking about the iTunes. Now, as you can see here, I got the iPad and the iPhone, which is connected wirelessly, both of them. In order to connect them through the Wi-Fi, you have to come down here while it's connected and check off this here. And this way, whenever iTunes is opened up and changes were made, it'll be automatically synced to the iPhone or the iPad, or if you have both, it'll be connected to both. Me, I prefer to have enough gigabytes in both products in order to download all my songs. But if you're tight with money and you don't have enough money to get the 256 gigabytes, maybe 64 gigabytes or 128 gigabytes will do. Depending on how many songs you have on the iPhone or the iPad. And then you click over here, and then let's go back to that one for 1 minute. Over here, depending on how many songs you have, like I got 17,379 songs. So having the 256 gigabytes would fit about over 40,000 songs. But if you got like the 128 or the 128 or the 64, you can uncheck this here, which will be removed. And then over here, right, let's see, but if I do this remove, okay, then apply, which is down here. And then you click down here, selected playlist, albums, and genders. This won't be the light black letters, it'll be the dark one like over here. Well, I'm going to have it returned. Oh yeah, here it is. I didn't have to do that. Over here you can do it like this. And then over here you check off which ones you would like to have. Like say, like you got 64 gigabytes because you couldn't afford more gigabytes in it. You can check off which ones here you do. Or you can come over here and click the which singers you would like to have on it. Over here I wouldn't check out which ones unless like you want like something like the classicals or whatever the case may be, but you can do that all over here in the playlist. You check off which ones here in the playlist you want if you don't have enough storage space. Okay, and then we go back over here. While it's syncing, it's looking for the iPad because I have it synced already to the Wi-Fi. Okay, I want to click out of that. They come over here. The iPhone is still connected. Now I'm over here where it has the mixed songs. I'll have these printed out just in case I messed up on here. I have the playlist saved. Now you can You can do it one or two ways. Over here, you can export it and import it. The playlists, like over here where it says library, just took me a second to find it. You can export it to a certain place, like clicking on this, and then like over here will be the playlist where you can export it to and save it. Or what you could also do once it's been done, you can import it, do the same thing. Now, once in a while, for whatever reason, not all of your songs are going to come back on here. So, what you're going to, and that's why you would have to print it up in case that happens. So you have it covered both ways. Like here. As you can see, that one's there. And you can also do it this way in case it's not there. Like you take the mouse, click on it in case it's not there. And right from there, it'll take it from here to over here. And as you can see, the red box or the blue box going around it. And then you release the mouse, it jumped from 64 to 65 songs. We'll go back. And then chances. Or from Johnny Mathis. Again, now watch over here. I got 65 songs. I can't remember if I had this on it in there, but here we go. Watch that. Okay, you see, it didn't back it up for some reason, so it wasn't on here. It went from 65 to 66, so that means I couldn't import it because for some reason it didn't go through. Again, class of 57 from the Statler Brothers. As you can see, I'm over here at 66. And I'll click on this and drag it down here. And went to 67. So, instead of doing it the hard way, by going over here, then typing in, and then dragging it like this to over there, sometimes it'll be easier this way. As you can see, the song was already in there. So it asked me, there are duplicates being added to this playlist. Would you like to add the duplicates or skip? Now you can either press cancel or skip instead of add, because if you already got it in there once, there's no need to put it in there again. And as you can see, the last count was at 67. It stayed at 67. Now, I had Crying in the Rain from the Everly Brothers and Willie Nelson, but it's the Everly Brothers, the one I had in here on the playlist. Now, it will stay over here, it will stay at 67. If I already have it in here, or it will add one to it to make it 68. Okay, that one I didn't have. It was 68 songs in there so far. I had like 118 songs originally in the playlist for mixed #1 hits, 118, and right now I'm up to, when I imported it back, it just added only 55. So I have to add the remainders that I was missing. As you see, this was already in there, so I'm skipping. Now, back around the turn of the century, 2001, 2002, Apple came up with a great product with coming out the like the iPod, which had, you can only add like 200 or 300 songs to it, but you can only do it on an Apple computer. Now, it was such a great hit that when they uploaded to like over 1,000, 2,000 songs with 30 gigabytes in 2004, they decided to put the iTunes on computers that were window based instead of iOS based. This way people can have either or. Now, if you back up your songs like you're supposed to on a Windows based computer, and you go try to add it to a Mac. Now, Mac uses a different format for it, so you're not going to be able to download the songs onto it because it wasn't formatted for the iOS. It was only formatted for the Windows. And the same holds true for the reverse. If you had a Mac iOS Windows and songs were on it, it was formatted for it, so you won't be able to bring it back to the Windows. That'll be the only drawback. But the iTunes can be retrofitted for either Windows or the iOS. And as I can see, I got a great deal of playlists here. One for exercising, one for when I'm going out for a walk, country, musical mix, classical mix, classicals here, and so on. And I got my favorites, #1 hits and #2 hits. I subdivided into 2 playlists because I didn't want duplicates. And this one here, on the go, from when I'm going, when I'm walking around, which will be great. I hope you enjoyed the list, and I'm pretty sure you can download these onto a smartphone using a different format. I did it years ago in 2015 when I had a smartphone, but I went ahead and got the wasn't really into it because I had the iPod Classic, so I was always carrying around the iPod and the smartphone. So when I went ahead and got the iPhone, which had 128 gigabytes, I kind of placed my iPod in my desk in 2015 and forgot about it until a few weeks ago when I was rifling through my desk and it was sitting in there collecting dust. But that's a different video for YouTube. And 2014 they stopped making the iPod Classics. In 2017 they stopped making the iPod Touch because the iPhones and the iPads, the tablets and the smartphones, they got so much storage space on there which exceeds 160 gigabytes, and they didn't really feel it was necessary to use it. I hope you enjoyed the video and making a playlist and backing it up. And in case it doesn't import all the original songs, You can use this method I just showed you on how to do it. Thank you, and if you like it, give me a thumbs up.